Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 11th of November 2021, and the time now is 6:17 a.m. Well, today our topic is talk about any benefits of sharing something. All right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so for the topic today, we can talk about anything, and then it is about sharing, and it is about the benefits of sharing. And uh, just now, yeah, before this conversation, I found that I can put the opposite, which is the disadvantages of sharing into a new topic. So yeah, I did it also in the morning. So today we can also talk about the disadvantages, but maybe we don't have to go in so deep. We don't have to discuss so much about disadvantages. Yeah, and then firstly, I think uh, in what conditions sharing can bring benefits. The first one is when it is about learning. Yeah, for learning, we know that we talked about Freeman learning method before, and for that method, we need we need sharing. We need to kind of like teaching teaching others about something that you have learned, and then in the process of teaching, then you actually get the benefit of relearn it, and then uh, you can learn it better. Yeah, and then for learning, if you share with others, and then probably you can get some reviews, which other people's they maybe some of them say something good, some of them maybe criticize, and then you can gather some of the reviews, and then maybe to reflect or to also to go into further discussion with other people. So I think learning, sharing, when talk about learning, mostly it is something that can generate benefits to us. Yeah, so this is the first one. And then the second one is something that deal with the network effects. Yeah, for network effects, basically more people involved in a particular activity, then we get uh, the greater benefits from this activity. So there are a few things which is related to this. For example, firstly, social networking. And for this one, we can think about something like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and etc. Yeah, so these kind of things, sharing is important. And I remember that when I first used uh, Facebook, which is more than 10 years ago. Yeah, and uh, at that time, I found that the share button is something like uh, uh, interesting, because before that, before we have something so-called share button, uh, maybe we can only um, tell someone directly. Let's say you can take a picture and then send it to your friend directly, like a message. And then, yeah, we couldn't have the chance to share it to every of our friends. You can do it, but it seems like it is very weird, because you like sharing something to someone who is not uh, so close to you. But for Facebook, you can share it, and then the time you do it, you won't feel like weird. Yeah, you can share it, and then many people they actually share some things. and these things is actually coming from other ways. For example, we now can see people share some funny videos, but those funny videos are not from them. They are from other ways. So the sharing power is uh, so big, and then we get so many things from other people. Yeah. So network. When we talk about social networking, also the platform itself is about sharing, and then when we share something, and then when we post something, that is also sharing, and then this activity actually help us to uh, introduce ourselves, and then people can know what kind of person we are, and then can know more about us. Yeah. So also we talked about LinkedIn before. This is also uh, depend on the power of the platform, which is the sharing, and so I think this is beneficial in terms of when we talk about network effect. And the second one also in the network effect, which is the carpooling. Yeah, for carpooling, it is like to share your car, and then it can be like the private one, which is maybe when you go to work, and then you can also tell your neighbor, and you two uh, just take one car, and then it is the carpool, and then go to the work. So yeah, as long as your workplace is near to your neighbor's one, and then yeah, these kind of things actually create a network effect. When we talk about grab car, yeah, that is the bigger one. So through sharing we can get uh, cars at any time, anywhere, so conveniently. So sharing here is actually making this happen. um, Before that, we have something like taxi, but we know that taxi sometimes we couldn't, if we don't have the number, we couldn't call them and then ask them to come to our place. But for Grab car, it is possible, and it is faster. Yeah, it is more convenient, and the price also is lower. So it's all of this is the benefit of sharing. And the next one I can think of is, yeah, which is also in the category of network effect. Previously, we talked about something like coding, and then we have those open source, and then those proprietary one. And then for those open source services, they enjoy the benefit that we discussed on that day, which is on the consumer side, we could get something for free, and then on the provider side, they also through sharing they get the reviews, discussion, and also for themselves. That is quite similar to the learn Freeman learning method that I mentioned just now. Yeah, they can get all those review, discussion, and they can improve themselves. Yeah, so this is the second thing in my list, which is about network effect. And the last one uh, is quite broad, and I didn't specify it, which is at first in my mind, I came up with a sentence: when sharing something out, and then we won't get less of it. uh, these kind of things is good to share. For example, we can share our experience, yeah, and then we won't get less uh, of this, because experience is something already we have, and then we share it out. We won't like lose it. We won't. Our experience will not decrease or reduce. And then after that, I found that this sentence is not always true. It can be sometimes. So I modified the sentence. So it can be two sentences here. The first one is the one that I said just now, and there is another one, which is when sharing something out, and then we still got enough of it. Yeah, for this one, it can be some other situations. For example, if you let's say we make it easy. Um, uh, when I was at home, and sometimes I buy something to eat. Let's say it is a snack, and then we when I opened the snack and then I shared it out with my family members, and I found that the food become more delicious. Yeah, and then that's why, because I first I have many, and then after I share it out, I still got enough, and then I can enjoy it, and then at the same time I feel the the pleasure, the happiness of sharing it out. Yeah, and then it can also be applied on donation. Yeah, when you donate your money out to other people, you still got enough of it, then you feel happy. This is what I feel for this sentence. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, these are my sharing today.
Yeah. Before I start my sharing, I would like to ask you a question, is which is uh, not related to our topic, but
Oh,
a bit
okay.
related. But is yeah, just want you to share me something. Yeah.
Mm,
Recently my insurance and road tax is going to expire. I
mm,
think is early of 2022, and because last year I renewed, but the whole year I stay in Singapore.
mm,
So actually, it's just like wasting the money. So just want to ask you, if let's say I I decided not to renew the insurance and road tax, is there
yeah.
any problem? Maybe after 3 months or after 6 months, uh, I can go back to Malaysia, and then
Mm.
I renew again after 6 months.
Okay, for root tax, is totally okay, and 6 months is okay. Yeah, no problem. And but also it will have some kind of like inconvenience if you uh yeah, I think it's okay as long as you didn't pay road tax, and at the same time you don't pay the insurance, and that would be okay. Why? Because if let's say we didn't pay road tax, and we renew our insurance, and if it is that case, then the time you want to renew your road tax, it seems like the date uh will have a little bit uh, difficult to fix it on the same day. So as long as if you plan to uh, kind of like delay for half year, right? So I think that would be okay if you also delay your insurance for half year.
So what do you mean is actually uh, root tax renewal uh, can only is for example root
Mm.
tax renewal at least 1 year and insurance renewal also at least 1 year. So if you renew root tax didn't renew, sorry, if you renew insurance didn't renew root tax, so and and the date will have some problem because maybe you need to uh uh extend your insurance period so
Mm.
that before you can renew the root tax. Is it something like that?
Yeah, yeah. But since like it seems like you also want to delay the insurance, right?
Yeah.
So I think half year will be okay, but um which insurance are you buying? Which brand?
I think now is MSIG.
MSIG. Yeah. So I think will be okay. Yeah, as long as you didn't choose Kunia or M General. Because they were kind of like the time you want to renew, maybe they want you to provide something like the photos of your car, and then they want you to to wait for their approval because they're afraid that your car got damaged in this half-year period. So for other kind of insurance, I think you will be okay. Yeah, the time you want to renew, just renew.
Okay, sorry, it's not MSA. It's not MSIG. It's Zurich.
Or duration, yeah. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and also another thing, which is because I work in my current company, and we change the insurance company quite often. We search for the best quotes. So we will ask our insurance agent, what's the cheapest insurance plan,
Yeah.
and she find out for us, and then normally we choose the cheapest one. So couldn't we do this in Malaysia as an individual?
Actually, you can do it by your own for both insurance and road tax. Insurance, you can just go to the website and then you get your code, you type in your vehicle numbers, and more or less they will have some informations in the website. And then you don't have to key everything like your engine number. Yeah, you don't have to do that. You just have to key the name of the owner maybe and the car number plate, and everything will be okay. You can get the code, and most importantly, actually, if you do it by your own, you get 10% deduction. But if you go for an insurance agent, they actually earn the money from this 10%.
See, yeah, and okay, two more question. One is the okay, one is about how to choose the insurance company, and the second is about suddenly forget over the seconds. Text. Yeah, okay, yeah. In Singapore, normally we cannot renew road tax. We need to renew the insurance first, so we can renew the road tax. And it also is also same in the Malaysia as an individual car, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how about the second question? How to choose a good insurance company?
For this one, firstly, you can try to do some research, which is because the purpose of insurance is when something happened, maybe your car get broken, and then you need to get it repaired, right, in the workshop. And then so you can do a research if in case some accident happened, where would you go? Mostly we will go to the workshop which is nearest to our home, right? So you can do some research. Sorry?
The authorized workshop, is it?
Yeah, authorized one. Yeah, always go to the authorized one because that is something backed by your insurance company. Yeah, and then after you did the research, and you can try to go to their website of the workshop, and then mostly they will tell you which insurance they can do. Yeah, for example, in my father's company, we can do almost all of the company's brands, but still got a few we couldn't do. So you need to find out your insurance, the insurance you are going to buy is also the insurance they can do. Yeah, so this is important. Yeah, if you didn't do that, let's say if you buy Zurich and then you found that the workshop, the authorized workshop around your house, all of them couldn't do it. So you will face difficulty.
Yeah.
And then if you talk about some insights, for this one, and I would recommend Etika Insurance, but you can compare the price and to see whether it is worth it, because Etika sometimes is more expensive, but the benefit is they really kind of like close one of their eyes when you want to make a claim. So your
Oh.
claim will be super fast, and they won't like make it difficult. They won't like make a call to you and ask you something, investigate, and then they'll just pay, and then you can just get your car in a short time.
So you mean also about the process, right? The processing time.
Yeah, processing time, and then it's kind of like
The
uh,
efficiency.
yeah, the efficiency, and kind of like easy to make a claim. And
Yeah.
then also they, if you buy a car insurance, you don't have to add in the driver's name, because in their policy, that you everyone can drive your car as long as you agree with it.
Oh, wow. And
Yeah.
I
For,
think this is one of the advantage. This is
mm,
quite it is a very convenient for car owner.
yeah, but actually it is not kind of like the only benefit for this, for Etika company, because for others company you can also get these kind of things, as long as you ask them to add in something like the all drivers, uh,
Yeah.
this term, and then maybe you need to pay like 30 ringgit for a few thousand ringgit. Yeah, it's mostly less than 50. Yeah, you
Mm,
can get all drivers.
yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, yeah, sharing is good, right?
Yes.
In this
Yeah.
term.
Mm. Okay. I start my sharing and okay. Uh, the first one is premium learning methods that you mentioned already, and okay. I will reference. Sorry. I will take one of the term as a reference. Uh, did you heard about the SaaS, SaaS, which is software as a service?
Um,
You heard it before?
I heard this term last time you talk about coding, I think.
Yeah, and SaaS, uh, software as a sharing is something like, mm, instead the company sell you the license, sell you the product, they actually allow you to subscribe their service. So, you don't um they it's something like, mm, for consumer you have cheaper price. Yeah, because I mean in short term, maybe in long term you still prefer to buy the whole license, and
Mm,
and cheaper price and monthly subscription, and you don't need to worry about the update, the upgrade. Yeah, because this is a web portal. You log in your account, and then you can use your service. You can use the software,
mm,
and so for company, and it's good because they can target more they can target more customer, and they can adjust the price, and also they can upgrade the system without notifying, without informing all the customer. Yeah, because this is a portal. If somebody buy your license, buy your software and install in their own computer PC, it's kind of like the company don't have any relationship with the customer anymore. Mm. And if the company want to promote new things, they need to like send email, send all the things. Yeah,
mm,
so it's something like whether the company choose to sell the offline software or company sell the online service or web portal applications, uh, by using money subscription methods. Yeah, and uh, this is a very powerful idea and a very powerful uh, concept, and also a very important thing in this industry, because it opened up a lot of opportunity for the company. Mm. Yeah, for example, before that, company need to have a lot of technical staff, technical support in order to help the customer to solve the problem.
Yeah.
But now they can downsize the technical support teams because they just need to work on the web portal. They don't need to like teach you how to setting your own computer, how to do some things. Yeah, and also because it's web and all the operating system, Windows, iOS, Windows, Mac, and also the Linux also can use. And unlike the offline software applications, maybe the software suitable for Windows but not suitable for iOS, not suitable for Linux.
Yep.
So if company want to sell the software to different operating system, he need to the company need to adjust, need to recode the software. Yeah, so this is a time consuming task, and also it sometimes it will incur the bug and company need to solve it. Yeah, and so in finance also, if you change your for the technology company, if you for and especially for software company, if you change your business model from selling the software to SaaS, software as a service, and your valuations will increase a lot. Yeah, because the Wall Street, they give different PE to the business model.
Oh.
They give lower PE for the offline software business model and give higher PE for the SaaS business model. Yeah. So, and why I want to talk about the SaaS, because here we also can find something which is share as a learned. Yeah. And also teach as a learned. Yeah. So yeah, you share something so that you can learn. You can learn more, and you teach something and then you can learn more. Yeah. So because I'm not sure whether you understand how powerful the SaaS is. Yeah. So if you try to compare the offline, if you try to like categorize offline software and also the uh, the normal type of learning, which is like we reading the book, we do some research, or all that, we listen somebody opinions, try to get more information, try to figure out, and then this is all categorized at the same in one of the category, which is same as the offline software, and another which is the 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 monthly subscription model and SaaS, software as a service, and this is something like the female learning methods. Yeah, so this is in the same category. Yeah, if you this is an analogy. It's an analogy. So if you know how powerful the SaaS is, and then you know how powerful the female learning method. This is something that I trying to give an analogy that
I can compare, right?
Yeah, and also the IT persons, the technician can know. Yeah, because or some people, they know about the technology, and they can know how powerful the female learning method was. Yeah. So this is the first, and the second is sharing can increase your belief, and as more you share, as more you believe in something. Yeah, this is quite this is quite interesting, because this is something that we discuss a lot of time, which is the active behavior connections. You share something, which is your attitude, and it can affect your behavior. Yeah. So I also give you a lot of example in the previous conversation, which is I know something that is right, but I still uh feel confused, and I still don't know why. Sometimes I will stop doing the good things. For example, meditation. For example, exercise. For example, dollar cost averaging, investing. Yeah. So, but I share it. I share to you. Yeah. And after sometimes I found that I uh I become more easily to stick uh to stick with the the habit. Yeah. So to do meditation, to do exercise, to do dollar cost averaging. Yeah. When you share more, you also increase the likelihood that you behave the same. Yeah. And this is a kind of like the feedback loop. And when you keep behaving the same, and then it also can bring your connection, bring your attitude to the same level.
Yeah.
So this is something like the upward spiral. This is a good thing. And yeah, but of course, if it's something that you believe uh, is not a good thing, it's a wrong thing, and then it can it can it can hurt you. Yeah. Yeah. And okay, the third benefit is spotting your unknowns. Yeah. And this is the extension of female learning methods. When you share something, sometimes you found that you are not very understand about one concept, but you were only aware that once you start to share. If you don't share, you don't know. This is your unknowns. You can't spot it. But once you start to share, you can spot it. Yeah. And the next one is make friends. Yeah, you can make a good friends, and also people will respect you. And for example, I think I cultivate the sharing habits since I was studying in college, and I also share a lot of things with you with other of my close friends. And yeah, just to imagine, if I don't do the sharing, if I didn't talk so much, and will you uh uh will I give you an impression that I'm knowledgeable, and I'm maybe uh I'm more willing to learn new things, okay? And so that uh if I didn't give you the impression, would you invite me to have the English conversation?
Okay,
Right?
for this one, actually, in also in our college, I remember that when I was in the class, we are having the business lesson, and then there is one of my friend, uh, yeah, for now I also doubt whether to call him my friend, because he's like sitting beside me, because that is a small class, and always I sit on in that row, so he also sit in the same row. So for this guy, he is quite um, quiet, and then when you maybe have a chat with him, and he would just reply, and then he also never share things with me. So he's like very very quiet, and after sometimes you found that you have a feeling like this guy is not approachable. So also at that time, after sometimes I decided to change my seat to other friends. Yeah. So uh, for like you said, actually, whether sharing or not can kind of like shape yourself an image, whether the things you share can give you an image, and the action of sharing can also give you something like a friendly image.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and for example, if you share something about stock investment, and you actually shape yourself an image of you you did put effort on money management, and the action of sharing give you another image of you are friendly, you are approachable.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you share a lot of things, yeah, like I was in college, I didn't share a lot of my opinion in English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I share investments. I share like the uh maybe some personal finance, personal developments. I
Mm,
share some uh uh politic, maybe, but very little. I share about economics most of the time. Yeah, and I
mm.
yeah, I still remember we had the debate yeah, in one of the restaurant about the what is it, the socialism and and the capitalism. This is very interesting. Yeah,
Mm,
really interesting because also that debate uh make me think. Yeah, make me think more deeply. Mm,
mm.
yeah. So but none of them relate to English.
Yeah.
But yeah, but eventually uh you invite me to have an English conversation. So
Mm,
I think more or less they will have some I think more or less uh uh this is one of the factor. This is one of the factor you choose to invite me but not other people
mm.
to have the English conversation. Because maybe I give you the impression that I'm willing to learn
Yeah.
and
You are
I'm
serious in the
mm,
thing you want to do.
yeah. So mm, yeah, so yeah, this is one of the benefit I want to mention, which is make friends.
Mm,
That people will respect you. Yeah. Mm. And the last, and also it linked to the last one, which is open up new opportunity. Mm. Yeah. Uh, when you share some things and the listener may found some new thing, some new clue in your conversation, and they may ask more things. Yeah, and maybe it can like uh it can like turns into a business. Maybe it can
mm,
turns the idea into something that can benefit you and your friends. Yeah. So for example, uh yeah, because we using this English conversation. This English conversation is also one of the sharing of between us, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and also is a sharing uh between us and the audience. Yeah, and um I still remember uh when we um when we had the topic which is about the YouTube. Yeah, and after that we decided to start a YouTube channel. And yeah, after we start the YouTube channel, and then we can kind of like share the thing uh to YouTube, and everyone can listen. Yeah, although not many people listen to our conversations,
Mm,
mm, but for some of the topic, we found that it is quite popular. For example, like Lidao,
yeah.
and so that it can give us some clue that this society have the inclinations about the lying down.
Mm, yeah. And it is
Even
quite
like
new, right?
yeah, no, actually it's not new
Oh,
because this is something this is a new terms, but it is an old thing.
mm,
Everyone experience
yeah.
this. Everyone know this. Everyone's uh more or less aware this, but they don't know how to express this.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
but there's one term which lying down comes out. People think, wow, yeah, this is something that's can well explain my my current condition. Yeah.
Mm.
So people people like search more about this information.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though even like for our very very small YouTube channel, we can benefit from the searching. So you can
Mm.
see how how strong the influence of this lying down concept
Yeah.
to the society. So it also can give us some insight, mm, yeah, about how the world were going on, how the
Mm.
society maybe they'll have some social revolutions, and if this thing cannot be resolved, what will happen?
Yeah.
And we also can see like many companies have high unemployment rate in China, in uh in US, in Singapore also. Many of the young people start to resign. Mm, yeah, and after
Mm.
resign, not sure what they are doing. Mm, yeah, but it seems like the reason they resign is not like they found a better opportunity. And maybe most of the uh I think for most of people, the reason is they want to try new things. Mm.
Mm.
They kind of like they want to get out of this rat race, maybe want to try new thing, and they realize that something wrong in their life. They want to like try new things, see whether they can change their life. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So yeah, this is the open up new opportunity is also one of the benefit I want to add in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all for my sharing. Mm.
Mm. Yep. Yeah. And then kind of like the last point is a little bit uh uh how to say it's also can be linked to the third point, right? Spotting unknown, which is some new opportunities maybe we
Mm.
also don't know and we are not aware of.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So also I think that's all for my sharing today.
Mm. Okay. So that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocal mistake that we made, please also comment to let us know because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.